Good evening, Truck and Tractor Pool fans. Man, we got a good show tonight. We got Klub Kendra down below us. A little bit about Louisville. Some of the go over the championship round anyway. And
I was late to the party, so I got demoted.
now, I'm learning. You got to point opposite of what you see. We have Tommy Agee from Southwestern Antique Tractor Association. I got it right this time. And Tommy Agee is going to clue us in on what's coming up next weekend in Chatham, Virginia. We got a big 3-day event this year, and Tommy's here to. I'm doing my best not to call you Hollywood, but I'm going to. We're going to pick his brain and find out who he is, and he's going to tell us all about Chatham. So. Like, subscribe, share. We've already got some people here in the chat. I'll get clicked over here in a minute to answer questions. But smash that thumbs up button. Leave comments. It goes a long way with YouTube. Makes them happy, which makes us happy. So don't mind me. I'm banging tickets on the desk. By the way, general admission ticket holders, buyers, not holders yet. They're on the way. I received them yesterday. Let's see. December and January orders went out today. And everything I've got up to tomorrow until I go to the post office will be shipped tomorrow. So after tomorrow, everything will be current. So everybody will have general admission tickets in the mail headed to you. And I've been getting a slew of questions. That's good, though. People
That's pretty good turnaround.
Yes. Have to.
Yeah.
I'm buried enough.
Especially with the mail system these days.
Man, I got places to be next weekend.
Where's that?
Somewhere down
yonder.
Yeah,
it's God's country.
It's absolutely. I love it down there. And that's just a trip down 29 the whole way, once I get off the DC Beltway in 66. And it's down 29. But once you go there to your place, you can keep on going south and west is where my family's from, over around the White Top Mountain area. That's where my family's from. So, and yes, it's real. It's real, people. Chris Smith. But anyway, I'm sure he's watching. He's going to be apologizing again, but it's all good. Kendra, Louisville.
Yes.
Tell us about how the pickle did and all that good stuff.
So Louisville, as always, was a really good time. Went down there with a really good group of people. Was down there with the Martins and, of course, Norm, Mr. Smoke and Pickle. We don't talk about him enough on this show. And
I'm going to start charging him royalties.
I know. But no, we had a really good time. The weather, Thursday we drove down, and of course it was raining all day. But for the rest of the weekend, as far as Louisville's concerned, it was really good weather. Sun was shining, like low 40s. So can't ask for much more in a pool in February. The biggest run of the weekend had to be Colin Ross on Friday night with his super stock. I mean, it was put like 25 feet on the rest of the class. Diesel Supers ruled down there in the whole Duel of the Fuels. That was pretty cool to watch and see. But like JR said, we'll just go over some of the championship. It was 5 sessions. So it would just be way too much to go over. So we'll just go over the finals. A lot of local people were down there. Like we talked about, everybody had a good showing, good runs. Sometimes a lot of our classes are a little underpowered down there. But everybody still was hanging right in there with the rest of the pack. So that's all we can ask for here on the East Coast. Somebody's honking the horn at me out there, I guess.
We heard it.
They know what was going on.
That's a lot more milder than the horn that got honked here at the door. Trust me.
Let's keep it a family show, JR.
Yes. Family show.
So the finals night started out with the and it was a sold out. Cheesy Pete's a sold out crowd on Saturday night in Louisville. So that I think it was actually Friday and Saturday night. So we started the night with the 7,500 modified tractors. Taking first place for the second year in a row was the Second Degree Burn by Craig Corzine out of Illinois. Second place was the Money Pit. Third place went to Full Blown Wicked, driven by Doug Theobald. Fourth place was the MAV TV. What?
Doug Theobald.
Theobald. My apologies.
I love correcting her. You're going to find that out, Tommy.
He doesn't get to do it very
I don't
often.
do it to be
so
mean.
It's a big deal.
Oh, you want to go there, do you? Okay. Where's the crowd?
Fourth place was the Mav TV mod, driven by Ricky Long. Fifth place went to the Kentuckian, driven by Wayne Sullivan. And sixth place went to Giddy Up by Ricky Rose, who unfortunately had some breakage. Second class went to the 9300 Super Farm tractors. Taking first place was Checking Out, driven by Ryan Anderson. Second place went to High Maintenance, driven by Josh Miley out of Indiana. Third place went to the Screamin' Norwegian, driven by Sean Boyd. And all three of those tractors actually came back in a pull-off. And I was actually surprised they ran them directly afterwards. So that was pretty cool to see. Fourth place was the Crop Doctor. Fifth place went to Press On, driven by Lee Butts. Sixth place went to the Wicked Whitetail John Deere, driven by Jeremy Roberts. Seventh went to Plastic Money, driven by Jason Benser.
Plastic Money. That's fun. That's a good name.
Yeah. And then eighth place went to our local boy here, Naturally Red, driven by Elwood Sickler. Good to see him make it to the finals.
You bet.
Next class was the ever exciting 6400 lightweight superstock alcohol tractors. Taking first place was Armed and Dangerous Excessive Force, driven by Terry Blackburn. Second went to Detonator Black. Third place went to the other Chiswick tractor, considered Armed and Dangerous. Fourth place went to Field Sobriety, driven by Bobby Jones. Fifth place went to High Strung, driven by Tate and Terry. And sixth place, my favorite name of the weekend, was the Monkey Mayhem Uncaged, which I think is perfect for a light super alcohol tractor.
We have a nickname for that tractor, but I won't say it here. But yeah, absolutely. Todd Magee has been pulling for a while now in that light super class. Always an exciting tractor. Mm-hmm. His tractors are fun to watch, and we this close to getting him at Keystone one of the last times we ran light supers there, but he just couldn't quite make it happen. Doggone it. So, are you nervous yet, Tommy? I see a hello from Del Marber. You're going to be in trouble in the chat.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Attaboy.
The next class we went into was the 6200 two-wheel drive super modified trucks. Taking the win was Little Whip, driven by Mindy Brown out of Texas. Second place, again from Texas, was the Texas two-step truck. Third place went to Sawmill Express, driven by Danny Sullivan out of Kentucky. Fourth place went to Kathy's Complaint, driven by Jesse Petro. Fifth place went to On the Edge, driven by Russ Nichols. And then, unfortunately, in the two-wheel drive truck class, 3 trucks went out of bounds, which I just thought was crazy. So, unfortunately, the Simon Says truck, the Sweet Heat truck, and After Midnight all went out of bounds at the finish line. 2 on the left side of the track and 1 on the right.
Not to interrupt you, I seen that a couple times at Dragon Motorsports Parks track. That track, when those trucks get hooked.
Yeah.
I had a couple of them tell me I was on the brake the whole way down the track, and just there was no bringing it back once that thing was hooked.
Yeah, and there was very, very few people who started out, especially in the two-wheel drive class, started out in the center of the track. All the sleds, they were right on the line, either left side or right side. Nobody wanted the center. And then we got into the 2 exciting classes, at least the exciting classes that I think, the super stock tractors and the pro stocks. The first class we went through was super stock tractors. Taking the first place was the Bone Twister out of Iowa. Second place was Colin Ross driving the triple bypass. He had some serious breakage. Sparks were definitely flying at the end of the track, and I've been there, done that, and we all know what that means.
We go
there. Third place went to Red Horse, driven by Steve Belgrave. Fourth place went to the High Tech Redneck, driven by Mike Beck. Fifth place went to Super Rooster, driven by Kent Payne. And finally, bringing up the end of the class was the Locked and Loaded, driven by Steve Burge. And then we went into another incredible story of the weekend, the 10,200-pound pro stock tractors. First place went to Loud and Loaded. driven by RJ Simon. This was his second time driving a pro stock tractor, and he took home the win. And the funny thing is, Friday afternoon or Friday evening, when they interviewed him after he got done and took second place, we all thought he was joking when he said, if anybody needs a blower engine, we have a couple for sale. Because, he was all hyped up driving the pro stock. And sure enough, yesterday afternoon, he posted on Facebook that all their two-wheel drive trucks are for sale, minis, toter homes, everything. So I'm not sure if that's the end of two-wheel drive pull-in for the Simons, or who knows what's going on.
Wow. They've been doing it a long time.
They've been doing a very long time.
Yep.
Second place went to Rampage, driven by Danny Schmucker out of Louisville, Ohio.
Which is usually a champion there. That tractor, that team has won there many times.
Yep. And then third place went to RJ's brother, Brandon Simon, driving the Loud and Heavy John Deere. Fourth place went to Esden Lemke, driving the New Generation Plus. Fifth place went to Julia Ray, driving Mac Daddy. Sixth place went to another very famous tractor at Louisville, Tinker Toy, driven by Daryl Foltz. Seventh went to another story of the weekend, El Nino, driven by Rhett Parrish.
Boy, what a piece that is. Wow.
Ooh,
all new. Man, that thing is sweet.
That thing looks almost as good under the hood as it does outside. And I think that actually came out of, didn't that come out of the Chaos Shop? I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Yeah.
Eighth place went to Carlton Cope, driving the Warpath. Ninth place went to Rob Russell on the Workhorse. 10th place went to Darren Hunt on the D2 Pro Stock Edition. 11th place went to King of Deers, driven by Corey Huffman. And rounding out the class was the Billet Binder, driven by Jack Mays. So that's all we had from Louisville. Lots of cool little stories there. Don Masterson was there. As many people know, he was in a farming accident. That was 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. It was right after Louisville in 2020. But he was actually
don't mind
there.
Her Louisville cough.
Yeah, don't mind the Louisville cough. Yep. I think he pulled Thursday night and won. Daryl did. And Don Masterson was actually there and got to come out on the track, and that was pretty cool. We were not there, unfortunately. We were only there Friday night and then both shows Saturday. But yeah, Louisville, it never disappoints. Good to see there was Keystone Committee members down there. Mm-hmm. See a lot of locals, see a lot of people you only see once a year. I was standing in line to get ice cream because, you got to have Earler's ice cream at Louisville. And actually seeing a bunch of people that I usually only see in Gordyville. So that was pretty neat to see a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Simon selling out. So, all but their pro stocks, apparently. So, big news after Louisville there.
Yes.
But, yeah, that's about all I have for news and happenings.
Okay. Wow. Did you get any ice cream while you were there?
Yeah, twice.
I had Earler's ice cream. Absolutely.
Yep, I had strawberry the first night and cookies and cream the second. Cookies and cream.
Did you get Norm some before he pulled?
He actually got ice cream without me when I was slaving away at the house. Because, I still had to work while, some of us still have to work our day jobs. And then he went and got ice cream without me. Wow. Can you believe that?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that boy?
So rude. I have not trained him enough. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy. Here we go. She said it, Norm, not me. Hi, Dave. Hi, Chris. And hello from Delmarva. I'm still staring at that. I don't know who it is because it just says Facebook user. Because we broadcasted 2 channels on Facebook, too. Mm-hmm. And I don't know who that is. I have to go over to Facebook to see. And knowing my luck, I'll lose my screen. So, Brian Morrison, thumbs up from him. Thanks for coming in. He's a regular here.
Yep.
Soon to be, we hope, hot farm puller with East Coast. So, I know he has a tractor. Just hopefully he's getting it together.
Fingers crossed for you, Brian.
Absolutely. Anyway, Tommy Agee tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, and then we're going to get into this little pool we call the Southern Virginia Winter Classic.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. I'm Tommy Agee. I'm the vice president of the Southwestern Antique Tractor Association, and I oversee the Southern Virginia Winter Classic. And it's upon us. We're exactly about a week away, so we're looking forward to it. We went from a 2-day event last year on our first year to a 3-day this year, so we had good feedback from last year, so we're hoping to be even better this year.
Yeah, I tell you, well, last year being the first time you guys did it there, I guess, and that was the first annual Winter Classic, and I'm telling you what, man, that was a smooth running show. It went really well, I thought.
Yeah, it actually went exceptionally well for what we was expecting. With COVID and everything going on, we didn't know what we was going to have, and it turned out to be a great event.
Yeah, good equipment. That crew that come down, was it, I guess, out of Michigan or whatever?
Oh,
Josh
yeah.
Blackburn and a couple of them other guys. Wow.
Yeah,
these guys came with a
vengeance. They took all our money.
Have you heard if they're coming again this year? Or?
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, they definitely up the ante, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's another Facebook user says that his Indiana buddies are coming. So are my Florida buddies. Wow, that's awesome. Starting to get a lot of states represented.
Yeah.
That's very good. I guess day one, I don't know of any start times. I've got I'll put the flyer up here later. As far as what are the start times like for Thursday? On
Thursday registration will start at 9 a.m. and we will start pulling at 11.
Oh wow!
For the bracket pool.
That's why I'm going down Wednesday because I can't get there from here without leaving 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So
yeah. The only thing we're doing on Thursday is the bracket pool. We're starting at 11. Then completion of the bracket pool, we will start registration for Friday and Saturday.
Oh, okay. So give us an idea how that bracket pool works. I see you're having 64.
Yes, it's going to be a 64 single elimination bracket pool, just like the basketball bracket. You'll draw a chip and pair you up with somebody, and if you win, you keep moving on.
Cool. That's going to be neat.
So $2,000 to win, $1,000 for second, $500 for third, and $250 for fourth. So pretty good payout.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And then you got a slew of classes for Friday. What's the start times for Friday and Saturday? You may have said it earlier. I didn't.
9 a.m. both mornings for Friday and Saturday.
9 a.m. I think that's what it was last year.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Got the Terminator sled coming and the Southwestern sled. I know the Terminator sled is a newer sled, and Darren Allison will do a fantastic job for you guys down there. So,
yeah, I've had multiple conversations with him, and he's excited to come, and we're excited to have him. I think he's going to do a real good job for us.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Kendra?
I think they just got done down in Florida, so they might still be in like the warm weather state of mind, so you might have to stay on top of them. And just watch out for that Kevin Nouse guy.
I got news for you. It's warm in Chatham too. A lot warmer there.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
And the good news is next weekend is supposed to be 50s and 60s, so not too bad.
Just no more severe thunderstorms. We'll be fine.
That's right.
It never fails. Anytime I travel to a pool indoors somewhere, there's always something. I remember one year we were at DuQuoin. Yeah, it was DuQuoin, I guess. And Jesse Petro and somebody else was standing there with him, and an announcer come on and started announcing there's a tornado somewhere in town by us there in Illinois, headed that way. And I just look over, I'm like, they said, tornado shelters are the bathrooms or whatever there. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I look back and I start talking to Justin. He said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It happens here all the time." I said, "I'm from the East, okay? we have nor'easters and stuff like that, but tornadoes now are kind of frequent, unfortunately, around here now." So
yeah, last year they told me it rained, but I was so busy. I looked out the door a couple times and saw it raining, but
that's all we did. We seen it rain, but I didn't see any really bad weather, so I guess we got lucky there.
Right.
So I guess we'll go and say, like, how far back do you start planning to get this thing going? If it's anything like Keystone, it's for me. It's a lot of the year. It's a lot of the year just doing little tidbits here and there. Just
it's the week after the previous year.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's pretty much when we started. We set the dates like the Monday after last year. So for this year, and it's kind of been hit and miss for the first part of the year. Then the last 2 months, it's really come on heavy, and it's been about every day for the last 2 months. So
yeah, it's only going to get busier.
Yep.
The next week is going to probably be a frantic frenzy.
Yeah, my phone's been blowing up the last 2 days for sure.
I'll bet. Well, that's good. And like you say, we were talking before the show started, you had roughly 50 members in your Southwestern club, which is pretty good. And I guess most of them, if at all possible, will probably be there, I'm sure, pulling or doing something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, actually, most of them will be helping. We've got a great group.
Yeah.
We can't complain about anybody not stepping up and helping out. I personally haven't been a member of any other club, but it would be high expectations if I go to another club to have the group of guys and women that work their butts off in this club. So, that's how we get bigger.
You bet. It's teamwork, and
that's right.
And I noticed anybody that had something to do, they were doing it. They were constantly, doing something there. And the registration girls, they had the one that kept going back and forth to me, bringing me the lineups and stuff. That makes my life a dream when it comes to editing time, because I don't know anybody other than the Delmarva guys. I didn't know anybody there. I couldn't tell you until probably Saturday evening. I could start telling. I knew whose tractor was who, but I'm like, oh boy. With the lineups, it was fantastic. Hopefully, I'm gonna sweet talk somebody there again to get those. I know it's a pain in the butt for them because everybody's busy, but really nice.
They are top notch. They're the best. They're the best there are. I've been to a lot of pools and registration. Them ladies, they're the best.
With a smile. I walked up. They're busy. Got people lined up at the table, and I don't know who's who there, but the one looked over at me and said, "We'll bring them over to you." I left them alone. That told me, don't bother them. They're busy. I understood, and but yeah, they didn't miss a beat. They were pretty good.
Yeah, they're great. We couldn't do it without them. That's for sure.
No, absolutely not.
They do an exceptional job.
Yeah. Keystone, we have a huge amount of people that help us, including her down there. I've been trying to get her to step over and help.
Say, speaking of awesome registration girls, hello.
But I'm assuming that's one of the gals. They made their day, see?
That's one of them. I'm sure all of them is watching. So
awesome. I'm glad.
And I mean that. I'm not saying just because they're watching.
And I'm not just saying this because I do it. Registration can make or break a show. Because
absolutely.
They are the unsung heroes.
Absolutely.
And another thing, the building personnel there, granted, they had a huge load on their shoulders given the COVID situation and people indoors. And I saw, a lot of people were wearing masks. I don't get, I don't know what the rules are down there right now. I know here, starting next week, all government offices and stuff, no more mask mandates. So you can walk in, hopefully the DMV finally, without having to make an appointment and having to wear a mask. And
Yeah, we no longer have any mask requirements here. On the state level.
Good.
So we're hopefully that's all behind us, and we can only get bigger and better.
Hopefully. But even so, last year, people were wearing them, and not everybody, but a lot of them were wearing them. Spectators especially were wearing them. They followed the rules. And
Yep.
I talked to the one main building guy there, kind of hung around me there for a little while at the end of the track. And, there was times I had mine on because it got a little humid, so I put it on. And
Right.
then there was times I had it off, but he come over and talked to me and wasn't demanding me to put one on or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he that's what he said. He said, I get it. He said, telling tractor pullers they're going to wear masks is not going to happen.
Wrong
But if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a couple pulling with a mask on.
Yep, they sure did. And when a few times we had to tell a few people or ask them, we didn't tell them. We asked them to put a mask on, especially while they was registering or something if they were in close proximity, and we never had any issues whatsoever.
Most of the guys,
they've done great.
They're happy to get the pull. And this thing, I see it growing like crazy. I really do. Like I say, the hospitality there, even with the building staff, is fantastic.
Oh yeah. The building staff, I mean, they do an exceptional job.
Yep.
They handle all the spectators and they get the facility ready for us. And anything we need, all we got to do was ask, and they get it done. So excellent job. We couldn't ask for a better place to pull.
Absolutely. You bet. Yeah, everybody, like I said, everybody just was fantastic from beginning to end. There was no attitudes, everybody got along, what I could see. So,
well, I think we take a lot of pride in working it out. If there's an issue, we work it out, and we don't want anyone leaving mad. That's for sure. And
that's called Southern hospitality.
Well, if there's an issue, we work it out. We want to make it right. We don't want to cheat nobody or make anyone mad whatsoever. So, I mean, if it comes down to we have to rehook the whole class, that's what we're going to do to make it fair. And
it happens.
And that's what we're going to do. The last thing we want is somebody leaving mad or going and telling their buddy that they got screwed over or something. And we don't want that. We're going to make it right.
We know all about it. Believe me.
Yeah.
We know all about it. But that's great. So how many pullers roughly? I had the number in my head and I can't remember what it was from last year's event. There was quite a few pullers there.
Yeah, I think it was a little over 100 tractors. So it was a lot for our first year. It was a lot.
I'm sure that number is going to grow pretty good this year.
Yeah, from what we're kind of expecting probably double that. From what we're hearing, we really have no idea, but from social media and people calling, messaging me, that's kind of what we're estimating is roughly double that. So,
wow,
girls are going to be busy.
Yeah,
it's a good idea that you're going to start your registrations, like you said, after the bracket pool. So
yeah, we want to get started on time Friday and Saturday if possible. We know it may not happen, but we want to try anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you had too much of a problem last year. You were pretty close time-wise, I think.
Yeah. We actually done pre-registration last year, and it worked good in some ways. In some way, it didn't. A lot of guys pre-registered and didn't show up, so we was looking for them, making sure they wasn't there in the lineups, and so we decided to go away from pre-registration this year and just do all the registration on site. And with them ladies, I know it's going to go flawless.
I'm sure
they do great.
If not, I'll make Kendra come down and help.
Hey, we can always use help. That's for sure.
That's right. Norm can come too.
I can get cranky, just so you're aware. I sometimes have to be the not nice person, and it's okay.
Hey, it happens. I don't like to get that way, but I can.
I'm your girl.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Chris Smith, it's all good, buddy. You're fine. I was only picking on you earlier here. You're good. It's all good. And I know you've been messaging me. I apologize. Been really, really busy. Tickets came in yesterday, and I've got stuff going on in the shop, stuff going on here, stuff going on with aging parents, and it's just a never-ending, too much to
Duty.
do. I need help. I need help. Hi guys from Morocco. I got somebody from Morocco.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The world's greatest tractor puller.
Oh boy. Hey, I didn't say it this time, okay? So Richard can't say a word to me.
Hey, he's hard to beat. He's the world's greatest.
You know, I felt so bad for them Saturday evening. Was it the 4-cylinder class? I think it was. He had the winning hook.
Yep.
He was first hook in the class. He
and
had
turned
the
it down.
winning hook. And I felt so bad for him. He had it won. I mean, but his father saw something he didn't like and told him to rehook. Suggested he should rehook because he thought he could do better. And it's, a lot of people do that. It happens.
Yep, it happens. It happens.
I would not want to have been in that house that they rented that night. Or in the vehicle going to and from. I'm telling you.
I was going to say, that'd be a long ride home.
Yeah.
I never inquired about it, but I'm sure it was an interesting ride. So, but
yeah, I tried not to bring that up.
Yeah,
and then JR goes and brings it up a week before the poll.
That's me. Trust me, he'll talk to me about it there, I'm sure. And Olin's going to pat me on the back for bringing it up. So. Okay, Olin paid me to bring it up. I'm just kidding. Not that Olin's on me or anything. Wait till Olin gets on here. We're going to get him on here. He doesn't know it yet. He's going to try to run and hide. We're going to get Olin. I know you're listening, Olin. You're coming on here. We're actually, I haven't said much about it, but we're actually, step off the subject here a little bit. Delmarva has asked me to do a live podcast for them. Not every week, but how often they've got people actually scheduled that have agreed to come on. They want to do tech talk and stuff like that. And Richard McIntyre is going to be with me on all these shows. And I think I had Richard on one time. Richard did a fantastic job, answered any question you threw at him, and he's the perfect person for it. And I know Olin had to do a lot of talking to get him to do it, but it's going to be a good deal. Hopefully this still happens. I'm sure we'll talk about it this weekend. The guys ain't pulling, so. But I guess it sounds like this, we talked about it last year, towards the end of last year some, and it sounds like it's going to happen now. So we'll see what happens. But that's just a little tidbit. I kind of hinted around about another show coming, but I didn't say what it was for or who it was for. But this is something Olin put some thought into and has talked to some people around, and not just Delmarva, but other states of people. Olin knows everybody. So, but I think it's going to be a cool deal, and I hope we can get it pulled off here soon. Once I get through Keystone and life settles down a little bit, we'll have a little more time to work on that. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Tommy will be their first guest. He'll have to come back on.
I'll be glad to.
There you go. So anyway, Brian Rutroff, well, they call him Rutrow, but Rutroff.
It's a wide variety of names that he was called.
He's an easygoing guy too. So, but he was on with us last year for the show, and he is at a coon dog or a bird dog convention or something.
Yeah, he's bird dog hunting in Kentucky.
Okay, gotcha. So, but anyway, gosh, I don't know what else. What else can we talk about? Antique pulling. I mean, I'm telling you, and it's not to hurt any feelings. A lot of people will. Some love it. I post videos on the YouTube channel, and they usually do quite well. It tells me that there is an audience for it. And by all means, if you can make a trip to Virginia, I highly recommend this pool. Everybody needs to try to take a couple of, even if it's just Friday or even Saturday, just Saturday, come down, support these guys. They do a hell of a job, and I know there's fans out there because I see it. I see it in the numbers when I post stuff. So, of course, understandable. It's around the country, around the world, really. But they do quite well. And when you talk to some people, it's like, I'd rather watch the fast stuff, and that's fine. Everything has its own niche. But I may have at one time been one of them. But I'll tell you what, since I got hooked up with Delmarva and did some of their events, come to your pool, it's awesome. And Brian Lively, is chest fast pulling his checkers.
That's a really good way to put
That's a good explanation, Brian. Thanks for coming on here tonight. But actually, we missed getting him on here for that Mississippi Tunica thing that happened this year. We'll have to try. I know he's a busy person. Maybe we can get him on here to give us a little recap sometime soon. And Jaden Sloan, that's another puller with you all.
Oh yeah,
I recognize that name. And but it's great. I'm telling you. And what impressed me the most is it doesn't have to take a shiny tractor. Of course, that's in any of the sport. But man, there's a lot of pride. Some of these tractors are just beautifully restored. It just blows my mind how pretty some of these tractors are.
Yeah, I don't want to think what some people have in their tractors. I know what I've got in mine, and there's a lot out there. Looks a lot better than mine. So that a lot of guys they take a lot of pride in them, and they look really great. I mean, they look better than what they would have on the showroom floor. That's for sure.
Yeah, and this is something that's always brought up too. Brad said something, but that's antique pulling. I mean, that's how it is.
Slinging a lot of weight.
Slinging a lot of weights. And but when you get a crew together like these guys, it goes quick. I'm telling you. That can kill a pull whenever it just takes forever to get the next vehicle up there. These guys are lined up trackside, ready to go, and you keep it moving.
Yeah, we try to keep a couple people right there and getting everybody lined up and ready to go. And with tractor pullers, it's a task. Everybody's standing beside the track, watching the track, and we need them on their tractor lined up, ready to go. So it's a tough job. And my girlfriend Mary, she does a really good job. They all listen to her, so she gets them lined up and going. So she does a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was really no downtime really. In fact, the one track was done so quick. Tanner actually had a little time off, so I made him come over so I could take a break. Do some filming for me, but,
we try to roll them through there. I mean, we don't want to be there all night, that's for sure. So we try to get in there and get them hooked and get out of there. Sometimes we have issues and we just work through them, but for the most part, last year it went exceptionally well and we was able to move through pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I think I don't know what this would be my first bracket pool. I was this close to going to Beaver Springs. I saw that post I shared. It said the bracket pulling start. Here all this time, Olin Simpkins told me he's the one that started that. So, but anyway, but I better be careful. Olin's liable to set me up when I get down there. Anyway,
this will be our fourth one, and the first three have went really well. So I hope this one will too. It's some really tight pulling when you get into these bracket pulls.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've never filmed them, so.
And a lot of good tractors get beat right off the bat. They're set up not right or something, or they just get paired up with, an equally good tractor and they edge them out by just a little bit. So it's really neat. And if you're like the Jones boys, they get paired up with each other and knock one of them out in the first round. That's what happened in our last bracket poll. So it's just the luck of the draw.
Well, I know who that Facebook user is with that comment. Hey, that was a nice break, Tanner. Tanner's going with me again. He had a good time down there last year until somebody smashed their thumb. How about it, Tanner? I got to tell you what, that little fella, he smashed that thumb. He didn't yelp. He didn't say a word. He just stood there. And you see him start bringing his hand up and looking at it, and that thing is just getting bad purple, black, and blue. And I mean, it was bad. He didn't whimper, didn't yelp, didn't scream. I'll tell you what, if that had happened to me, I'd been running around singing a few Hail Marys because that's man.
I know I would have.
Yeah, he kept his composure, and he did that on purpose to keep his composure. Anybody to pick on him, but I made him. We got back to the hotel room and sent him across the hallway, and he got a bucket of ice out of the machine, and I said, "Got thumb in there. I don't care how many hours you did. Just keep it in there, in and out every so often." And the next morning, he said it wasn't bothering him that bad, and he never lost. I don't think he lost his thumbnail. So. He says he's had worse. Somebody said it had worse happen. So I don't know. Smashing your thumbs.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a quote mentioned that night, but I can't say it on here about where you shouldn't stick your finger. But, it was comical. I laughed for about 15 minutes over that quote. But yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a good deal. And how much are the entry fees? You said you were talking about for the polo.
All the regular hooks are $35 with 30% payback, and the specialty classes, the two charity classes, we have a charity class each day. They're $50 a hook with 50% payback. Then the bracket pull is $75 hook fee.
Okay. Yeah, henceforth the big payout on that. So
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Really am. Kendra, say something.
Well, I was just kind of wondering.
Not used to you being this quiet.
So I've been thinking of questions. I've been over here trying to think of questions. What kind of, give us the history on the pool. What kind of made you guys want to put it on? Like tell us some of the people, your big names in charge, kind of give us a little bit of history here.
Yeah, we it was several of us. We went to Tunica, and I guess that would have been December of 2020, and it was a group of us, and we went down there and we got to talking, and it was like, well, and we knew the ag complex here was, I wouldn't say struggling, but due to COVID, it wasn't a lot going on. Yeah. And we made the decision to get in contact with him and see what it would be to get this going. And we brought it to their attention, and they were all about it. And the ball started to roll, and we really didn't think it would happen, but it did. And it actually, the ball picked up speed real quick, and everything started coming together, and people said they would be glad to help, and it went from there. Now the first one, it took a lot more preparation than this year, but it went, and from that point on, we had several meetings and got stuff together, and it went good.
Any sponsors or people you want to thank specifically or anything like that?
Yes, we do have several sponsors, and the community comes around and helps us tremendously. Am I right there?
Uh-oh.
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 Oh, no. I've been here before.
Uh-oh. We lost Tommy.
Having deja vu flashbacks to when it was me.
Tommy, if you can still hear us, just go ahead and log out and log back in. You can try it. I think maybe his battery went dead because I see his phone went from horizontal back to normal. So that kind of tells me that maybe the phone said, charge me or something.
Yeah.
But I had no idea they planned that first show that quick. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That
say
speaks
3
even
months,
more.
4 months. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, Kendra, they put on a hell of a show down there. They really did. I was impressed. Yep. And I tried to
very logged out.
Get to the one. There was another one in Tennessee that another pooler that does pool here puts on, and I couldn't make it happen. Dang it! I felt bad about that. So hopefully this coming winter season I can get down there to that. That's a big indoor pool as well. And, I'm sure I'll see him this weekend, and I'll have a chat with him about that. So, but Tanner said he did lose the nail. I don't remember him losing the nail, but I guess he did. But anyway, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you what. Put this up here real quick.
Don't think too hard.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't get paid enough to think hard. But there's the flyer and some information. I highly recommend it. If you're not too far away from Chatham, Virginia, it's worth the drive over. And if you just want to come see some inexpensive tractor pulling for a fan, definitely come in. It's
See, I was just wondering. I was going to ask him how much it costs for a spectator, but I
well,
see there it's $10.
Yes, that's plenty cheap. Believe me,
Plenty cheap. Yep.
plenty cheap. Seats are good. It's aluminum bleachers inside indoors, but it's open too. I mean, they keep the doors open. It doesn't get it's, and the weather temperature sounds great, so they're even going to have even more things open to keep the air clear in there as much as possible. So,
How I see somebody just had a comment there that
Yes.
there's weekend passes available. How much are they?
how much are those weekend passes? We lost Tommy. Hopefully, he can get a chance to get logged back in. But
Yeah.
are you coming, Brian? Awesome. I'll be at the end of the track up on the concrete, and Tanner will be down in the dirt. He doesn't know it yet. If I keep giving him the bad spots, he might not show up. Go, but he better. Because we're committed now, so he'll be here. I know he had a good time. He had a good time. Absolutely, Brian. It'd be good to see you, man. One of these days I'll get back to Murfreesboro just to hang out. But, okay. Definitely so. If you can make it, make it. It'd be worth your drive. It's a good time there. Great hospitality, good people. Good equipment, too. Excuse me. So
I will say that good seats are important. That is one of my least favorite things about Louisville is those 300, all the 300 level seats. Holy cow, are they tiny.
yes. Yep.
They
You
are.
bet.
It's stadium style seats, and man, everybody complains about the sound in that place, and I'm like, I can handle the sound, but I need a better seat.
Seating, I tell you, the years I went, it's always been with Randy Devon. I think I went 3 times, 4 times, I can't remember. We always met Justin there because Justin had moved to Iowa.
Yeah.
But and we all 3 of us sat together, and I'm still kind of big, but I was a real big boy back then.
Mm-hmm.
With Randy and with Justin. There were seat 3 of us side by side doesn't work in Louisville.
No. Justin's a big guy.
Yeah. And we made it work until we got yelled at to get out of the steps and go get back in your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tight. But yeah, Louisville definitely should be on everybody's bucket list if you've never been there. Keystone Nationals, all these, the Southern Virginia Classic, Murfreesboro. That's another good indoor pool. I mean, that's another Southern pool. And I miss going there. It's always a good time. Shipshewana, I'm going to have to try to get out there now that it's not at Gordyville anymore. And thank you for joining us. You bet. God bless America. Thank you. But how about that Morocco? That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He had a post earlier. I don't know if I can find it now. Something about the time difference.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
it's 1:36 a.m. 1:36 a.m.
There we go. Weekend passes are $25, so you save $5 if you buy for the weekend.
There you go.
And that's a pretty good
$25.
deal.
Yes.
You can hardly go to a steakhouse for $25 anymore, let alone,
I can't.
anything else.
Not 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But excuse me, they do have food vendors there. Just always food, drinks. So pretty good deal. It's 8:53. We may have lost Tommy for the evening. I don't know. That's okay. I know he's going to be a very busy person here in the next starting in a couple days.
Food trucks.
Yes.
I love me a good food truck.
Yep. Yeah, we had a couple of servings in there. Tommy's phone died. I kind of figured that's what happened.
Please stand by. So you must be planning on coming back.
That's fine. We'll sit here and wait. We'll go ahead and pull. I'll tell you what. We'll talk about that other little pool coming up real quick.
So I was just wondering if we're going to post up a Keystone flyer there. Funnel cakes. Now you're talking my language.
Oh, JR can't have that anymore. No. Okay. We got another pool coming up here. Gosh, it's what, down to 3 weeks now? Something like that.
3 or 4, yeah.
No, we don't want that. Ooh, I almost killed the whole show.
Oops.
Speaking of oops, I'll try to get another one of them together here to get posted on Facebook here soon. There we go. Keystone Nationals. Extreme indoor truck and tractor pool, excuse me. A lot of classes. My goodness, 93 Super Farm, 10,000 Pro Farm, Diesel Supers, Alcohol Supers, 10,000 Pro Stock, 8,500 Mod Turbo Limited Pro. So it's an 8,500 Mod Turbo class. 6,200 Modified 4x4, 7,800 Interstate Modified tractors, 8,500 pound Light Pro Stock tractors, the Interstate Big Block and Small Block Mini tractors, 7,700 Light Limited Turbo tractors, 8,000 diesel 4x4 trucks, 4,500 small block 4x4 trucks, 6,300 Outlaw 4x4 Invitational, and 11,000 pound Hot Farm, also known as King of 466. And also, there is a 10,500 Hot Stock class out. So, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, good ticket prices, advanced sales $13, adults $6, children on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday AM are $18, advanced sale adult, $9 child. Saturday finals are $23 advanced sale per adult and $11 for children. Or come and spend the whole weekend. It's $60. $60 advanced sale for adult and $30 for children. And those ages are 7 under, 4 general admission. I'm sorry, 7 and under are free. Ages 8 to 12 are the child prices. Okay, 7 and under are free. Do not need a ticket. General admission. The reserve seating is a little different. There's no all weekend passes there. That's just the way the online ticket company is set up, and all that information is on KeystoneNationalsPool.com. And we have one more box seat section left. It's a $1,200 deal. You get 10 padded chairs, and they're really the best chairs in the house. They're right behind the Jersey wall, trackside. Safe. There's a good Jersey wall in front of you, but it's the best seat in the house, unless you're on a pulling vehicle, obviously.
And your seats are always going to be there. It's a little better than the general admission.
It is in the general admission section, but it is going to be roped off, and everybody's name will be, each section will be roped off for them, and padded chairs, 10 of them, and you get programs. So it's KeystoneNationalsPool.com. Information to order that last box seat is available there. There's a phone number there to call, and I will be happy to help you take that last box seat section. So there will be a garden tractor pull Thursday and Friday beginning roughly at 8 a.m. through about 4 p.m. Both of those shows are free to the general public. So you can come out, watch the garden tractors pool. It's twin tracks both days. They do a good job. It's a pretty good pool. And we just ask that once that day show is over that you exit the arena so we can get things cleaned and prepared, and you'll come back in with your tickets for the evening show for your seats. So, and also the pits and Vendors Row, as we call it, Vendors Alley, whatever you want to call it. It's all in the pit building, excuse me. That's free to the general public. Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, probably for about an hour or so. They like to get all general people out of the pit building within 1 hour of the start of the show, so they can get vehicles moved around in a safe manner without running anybody over. It gets pretty hectic back here when it gets close to showtime. So
yeah, we don't mess around in the pits, man.
No, you gotta.
When it's showtime, they start taking vehicles back here, and it
gets quite busy. So, and it is free, like I say. You can come in, you can go right to the pulling vehicles, talk to your favorite driver, get a picture with your favorite driver, an autograph, whatever. It's free to everyone. So Tommy's back, and you just got to be out 1 hour before start of the show.
And drivers love when you go up and talk to them, so don't be afraid to.
Oh, please do. I mean, they got shirts, stickers, you name it, and they love to interact with the fans. So, excuse me. I'm glad he came back because I'm running out of voice here. But,
he's back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties are great.
That's okay.
Yeah, I do apologize.
I knew what happened. Your screen went from horizontal. Your screen went from horizontal to vertical, and then poof, you froze. And I said, "I know his phone died." I knew what happened. So I'm ready for Rachel's pretzels and milkshakes. What am I missing?
Tanner. That's what I was looking up.
Tanner?
I was like, who else knows about Rachel's pretzels?
Oh, it must be somewhere else then. Okay.
Rachel's pretzels are big up north for PA. They're at a lot of fairs up north.
We Southern people, we don't.
Well, you need to learn about Rachel's pretzels because they're the bomb.
You can almost start rocking at the Pennsylvania border here. I'm pretty close.
So we're getting ready to talk about sponsors for Tommy's School.
Yeah, we'll try this again. Yeah, like I was saying before, the community, they come together and they support us tremendously. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't do it without them. And our gold level sponsors this year are Southwest Dairy Museum, the Bedford Co-op, Hammock Dairy Incorporated. Our silver level sponsors are Boone Tractor, Davenport Energy, Farm Plus Insurance, First Citizens Bank, First Piedmont, Southern States, the Gretna and Chatham Co-op, and the law offices of Jessica Burgess. And like I said, we can't do it without them, and they do tremendous. And there's a lot of people that let us use equipment and come and help us, but don't want any recognition, and we respect that. But we couldn't do it without the support of the community.
That's awesome. That's good money sponsors, especially in only your second year.
Yeah. And especially last year with COVID, it was hard. People didn't know what was going to happen, so it was hard to get money out of businesses. And this year, it's been a lot better.
Good.
Sorry, I'm busy with something here real quick.
I was gonna say I saw your eyes wondering.
Yeah, I'm problem with one of the screens here. Okay.
So whoever you have here is your Facebook users that are helping out. They helped us with some of the questions.
Yes.
We talked about weekend passes being $25. You guys got a bunch of food trucks. Do you want to run down a class list, or do you not have that there with you? Like what all classes we could be looking for? Or?
Yeah, I do have it right here with me. On Friday, on the Southwestern sled, we will start at the 3,000 pound class, and we will run the 4 and 5 mile an hour classes on the Southwestern sled. And we will go from the 3,000 to the 6,500 4 and 5 mile an hour classes on Friday. On the Terminator sled, we will start 3,000 6 mile an hour. We will run all the 6 mile an hour, 8 mile an hour, and 12 mile an hour classes on the Terminator sled.
Okay. And
we will go in different weight classes and different mile per hour from the 3,000 up to the 6,250. Then our charity pool on Friday is the 4750 8 mile an hour. So we're expecting a big turnout for that class.
Do you have a charity in mind that's going to benefit from that?
No, how we do it is we let the winner choose. Everyone has a charity that's close to them. Mm-hmm. So we let the winner choose, and they can donate to whatever charity that they would like.
That's awesome.
Because out there somewhere, there's a charity that they're used to or used to donating to, and we don't want to just pick one and donate to that charity. Mm-hmm. Whatever charity is they would like for it to go, that's where we'll cut the check to.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I think it works out very well.
Mm-hmm.
Then jumping to Saturday, we will on the Southwestern sled. We'll do the 3,000 to the 6,500, and we'll flop the classes. All like the 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 will be 5 mile an hour. Then the 3,500, 4,500, 5,500 will be 5 mile an hour. Sorry, 4 mile an hour. Then we will do a 6,000 5 mile an hour charity pool on Saturday. So we really didn't add any classes this year because we didn't know what to expect with the turnout. We had pretty full days last year, so we didn't want to add a lot. We did take out our night classes. We done that last year. We did take them out this year due to our expectations of going well into the night with our regular classes.
Wow, actually we had a couple times we had breaks. We had a break between shows, so that was pretty good.
Yeah. We hope we can do that this year, but we don't know what to expect. We're expecting a big crowd, but we don't know for sure.
It's a good problem to have. Support means everything.
For the bracket pool, do you have a cutoff as to how many tractors? Do you have tractors pre-committed? Do you know how many's going to be there?
Yes, it's 64, and we'll do first come, first serve.
Okay.
The first 64 will make the bracket pool. That will start at 9 a.m. on Thursday.
And that'll probably go quicker than you think because 64 down to 32, just like that.
Yeah, so. Just like that. Yeah. Cut them in half, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be, like I said, I understand how it works. I've never witnessed it firsthand, but I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, when it gets down to about the last 8, it really gets exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to bet on a winner, that's for sure.
That's right.
One thing I learned about, even like last year, I just have a little game with myself, what I was doing is, recognizing, like I said, I didn't know anybody other than Delmarva guys, but I started paying attention to who was who and what they were doing, i.e. Michigan pullers for one. But I started thinking, we got into them later classes. I say, well, this guy's going to win. And a couple of times I was wrong. So you just, you don't know.
Yeah. There was a lot last year. I thought the outcome would be different, but I thought I knew the outcome, but it ended up being different.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun because you just didn't know.
That's right.
You bet. Especially at mile per hour guy. One question I always see come up when I post the antique tractor pull videos. One guy was like, I've been watching pulling my whole life. I've never seen a mile per hour. What gives? What's that about? I said, hey, it's a driver's game. It's not a tractor game. It's a driver's game too. So
that's right. It's very easy to go over that mile per hour. Trust me.
Oh yeah. You bet. And I think once he understood what I was trying to tell him, it sunk in a little bit. So pulling is driving too. It's not.
Oh yeah.
Get on a high horsepower machine and yeah, that's cool. That's fun. But this part of it, it's
there's a lot of high horsepower tractors that gets beat by getting out drove.
Oh yeah, you bet. I see it a lot still this day.
Oh yeah.
Smart drivers are always going to be tough to beat.
That's right.
6 inches to the left or right could make a big difference, especially in pulling.
Oh yeah.
See, she talks big now. She's back up on the top row. See,
I got the motor.
Well, it's 9:07. I don't want to hold you up, Tommy. I know you're going to be getting really busy here soon. So we appreciate you coming on and cluing us in. And I'm telling you, folks, it's about a 6 hour drive for me with traffic, but it's worth every mile. I'm telling you. Come on out and support these guys. It's great hospitality. Spend the day. Bring the whole family. There's something for everybody to do. Food, drinks, and good pulling. It's just good down home pulling. It's a good time.
Say $10 a person. Can't beat it.
That's right.
Beat it. and spend $25 for a weekend pass. That's even better. Right. Come down for the weekend.
Exactly. If come and stay for a while.
Yeah, and if you get bored at night, there's some nice wooded areas out there. You know what I'm talking about? I know that area. I'm telling you. People think I'm nuts, but I know differently.
Some people know you're nuts. No,
there's days you wish you didn't know differently. But anyway.
Yeah.
But that's another subject for another channel.
That's that other YouTube show.
Oh, there's plenty of them, believe me.
Yeah.
But we're headed. We won't have a show next Wednesday from here. But if I remember, I can't remember how good the cell phone service was there last year. I've got a new phone since, but
it can be a little spotty.
Yeah, especially with Verizon. You know, everybody says Verizon can be finicky at places, but if I've got a decent signal, I'm going to try to just walk around there Wednesday sometime and try to go live, just real quick, talking, maybe show off some equipment that's in there. You'll be doing any test runs maybe Wednesday, or?
I doubt we'll do any test hooks. Okay. We'll definitely be there working, but I don't think we'll do any test hooks Wednesday.
Well, maybe I'll round up some of the crazies from Delmarva and you and Zach and we'll get Rutro in there too, and we'll just give a big hi and come on out and let them know how things are going, how nice the weather's going to be, and maybe we can get some butts in the seats. You know what I mean? So put it on your bucket list, kids, gals, guys. Come on down. You won't regret it. It's a good time. So we will have a list of restaurants and other places printed for folks. There you go. Yep. We ate at that there's a restaurant right across the street from the hotel. You just walk across the street to it. It was a pretty good meal.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mama Rose's. It's a great place. I actually ate there last weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went in there. I was on a pretty healthy diet at the time, but the food was awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's the only day I think we got to eat there was the night before the show started. But, I could be wrong. I don't remember. Solid choice, Mama Rose's. Okay, I don't know who these Facebook users are. It must be some of your crew, I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot watching, and people messaging me offering me bring me phones and everything to get back on. So,
does anybody have a question for Tommy before we get out of here and pull the plug? I mean, now's the time to ask him. I'm sure he's just itching to answer somebody. Remember, it's a family show. Going once, going twice.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will ask a question.
See, I'm trying to think of anything we didn't cover, and I think we about hit it all.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think we've hit all, especially all the high points.
Mm-hmm.
We really thank you all. Getting the word out is
why we're here.
Name of the game.
Yeah.
And in any way
best way to get butts in the seats.
That's right. And social media and stuff is definitely the way to do that these days. And without you guys, I mean, it would be hard. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to definitely start sharing the flyer around again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been busy, but and I've been neglecting the Keystone too, and I apologize. I know I had a puller that just signed up, sent me a message like, "Is the pool still going on?" I felt kind of bad, but I don't have the computer time too much during the day. Of course, everybody says, "Well, you schedule or you post a pool every day on your channel." Yeah, it's scheduled to post.
I was gonna say you can do 5 of them at once and just.
I schedule it. I'm not sitting here at 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or whatever to do that. But anyway. Okay, so we're going to leave a solid choice, Mama Rose's. I don't guess anybody's got any questions for Tommy because they know what's going on and they know what to expect. And so, come on, Olin. I know Olin's got something to say. He's always got something to say.
And if not, I think I saw a phone number on the flyer. So
yes.
Yep. Yeah, my phone number's on the bottom of the flyer. Give me a call. I'll be glad to answer any questions. Text me, message me. What'd you say? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said you're a brave soul putting your phone number out there like that.
My phone rings all night anyway for my work, so
There you go.
I'll answer the phone about any time.
Yeah, when Keystone first started, my phone number's still there for everybody. See you in the pits on Wednesday for live chat. There you go. That's perfect. So we got one ready to go on. So hopefully we'll have some good cell service and we can make that happen. No joke, the phone rings all the time, somebody said.
Yeah, but I just want to tell everybody it's a group effort. It's not just me, that's for sure. My name's on a lot of stuff and I get a lot of questions, but there's about 20 people that really are involved to make this pool happen. And without all of them people, it wouldn't happen. And they make me look good, that's for sure. So
you make them
whole Southwestern club, the board. Then we just got family and friends that come and help just because they love the sport. So we can't, no one person can do it. That's for sure.
Somebody just got volunteered for next Wednesday. We'll take anybody. Hey, we can walk around and you can introduce yourself. You know, I say all this. I got my fingers crossed that we'll have a good enough cell service to make that happen. So.
Oh yeah. Jaden would definitely be a good one to talk.
I just friended here not too long ago on Facebook with him, but I've never met him, so I know he pulls there. But, I'll meet him next week. He's
I think 14 years old and is about 7 foot tall. So
oh my goodness,
he's actually
that high.
He's actually one of the best in tractor pulling and antique tractor pulling, and he's hard to beat, and he gets better every time he pulls.
Oh boy.
So he's if there's a pulling video out there that he hasn't watched, I'd be surprised, because he goes and watches everybody and he learns, and he's going to be tough. Whatever he pulls, he's tough.
That is what I call a smart puller.
That's right.
Puller. I've had some customers over the years that I would film them on Friday or Saturday, and that video better be in the mail Monday or Tuesday morning to them. And I always took care of them. There's weekly customers from pools, and I can say that I watched them go from a mid-pack truck to champions. So because they watch and they learn, they watched not just themselves, but they watched everybody. So
yeah, there's only 2 tractor pullers in antique pulling that I've known that they can move around on the tractor and make it work, and that's Josh Blackburn and Jaden Sloan. And I've tried it and it doesn't work for me, so I don't know how they do it, but he can make that tractor go wherever he wants, and he's hard to beat.
There you go. Well, I'll be looking forward to that, and Jaden, I'll look forward to meeting you. Absolutely, that's going to be. I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to get on the road. So I need it's time to go pulling.
That's right.
It's time to go tractor pulling. So I'm on my way already. I just haven't left yet. I got an RV show to get through first Saturday, so then I'm ready to go. Well, I got equipment to clean up and put some Tough Guard on the ones that Tanner will be using. But anyway, actually, he's pretty good. He doesn't beat the equipment up too bad, so he's pretty good. Kendra.
Yes.
My goodness. You okay?
I'm great.
You got your must be Norm on the phone. Okay.
He's busy working.
Oh. Working equals money.
Exactly. Somebody has to fund all of our fun little trips. So
she's up here just sleeping. I don't know what they're talking about now. Oh, I think we should interview the girlfriends and wives. Was one of them. Now she's up here sleeping. I don't know. TMI. Yes, I don't know.
They do a lot of the work, that's for sure.
I bet. Yep. I bet. I've seen it. You're right. With a smile. I didn't see any bad attitudes there. That's what makes me want to go back. Southern hospitality, and it's good tractor pulling. So, okay. Kendra's sleeping up. Kendra's on her phone. She's.
Oh boy, the fan club's here.
Yep. Well, I'm sorry, CJ, but we're cutting out of here. I don't want to hold Tommy up any longer.
Show's over.
It's getting late and a big day tomorrow. And get the rest of these tickets out to you guys. So, Tommy, thanks for coming on, man. And now that we've met you, I know who to look for, and I'll try not to pick on you too bad or call you Hollywood or anything next week. So, he can't hear me again, right?
I appreciate you letting me come on here. It's like I say, you guys are what spreads the word for tractor pulling, and I'm all about it.
I'll tell you what. Once we're rested up from the pool, the following I think I got somebody scheduled that next Wednesday. I think I need to check. We would like to get you back on though, just as a post pool kind of deal, just to go over some things, and we'll go over some results and stuff. I have to figure out when we can make that happen. Yeah, it'll be after the 16th, so we got some people scheduled. But Kendra's going to go live with me from Harrisburg. She doesn't know it yet, but she is.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, well,
that would be a good way to get a bunch of pullers, introduced to the live stream. Just walking around and talking to them.
It doesn't matter. Here's a question real quick. And Tommy, as a puller, and Kendra, you can answer that.
Yeah, no.
The question is it true that tractor pullers don't really make a lot pulling?
That is correct.
Coming from an accountant, you don't want to do the profit and loss on a tractor puller. No.
Yeah, we won't even go there.
It's definitely a passion.
Definitely not.
It's a hobby. It's a love for the sport, and it's expensive.
Yeah, especially when you see these guys, especially rolling in semis with the trailers, and there's a lot of pullers that aren't even paying for fuel every night when they go home. So,
yeah.
And that's even taking home first place because you figure, you're traveling 200 miles one way to a pool. Yeah, no.
Yeah, the haulers have definitely. I know an East Coast way.
Yeah.
My goodness, man, the amount of money.
No, you're not making money pulling.
No, not at all.
It's a passion, is what it is.
That's right.
It gets in your blood, and it's in there forever. Trust me.
Yep.
Yeah. The only people who might be making money in pulling are the engine builders or fabricators or something like that. Somebody who does it, it's also their way of life is.
Right.
Their way of life
they
is
might be making money depending if they have a puller or not, but
a good company, fabricator, engine builder, whatever, doesn't get a lot of time off.
No.
They stay extremely busy.
Oh yeah.
So again, it's a love for their business. That's their business, but they got to do it. So they take the work. They got to get it done for you. Sometimes it takes a long time to get that stuff, though.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Like, subscribe, share. Again, next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Chatham, Virginia, Old Dominion Ag Complex. Come on down, support these guys. It's a good time. Great group of people, good hospitality, good tractors from various. I'm ready to wrap up. The posts keep coming in, so. But trophies and winnings are most often the story you come home with and tell. That's right. Yep. Priceless, you bet.
We got some nice plaques made for the top 3 of every class. So hopefully some people can take them home.
Absolutely. Yep, bragging rights. I always.
That's right.
It's kind of the term I'll use sometimes when I post. It could be a stock pool or an antique pool. It's bragging rights, and even so in the bigger leagues. But yeah, it's nice to go out there, maybe as an underdog. I really don't look at anybody as an underdog, but thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Thanks for the info. Love the videos. Well, we appreciate you watching. Believe me. Okay, I'm done. I could sit here and ramble for another 20 minutes. Somebody's eventually going to say, "Shut up, JR." Tommy,
where's that end button?
I'll see you next Wednesday for sure. We should be down there and checked in and down there. I don't know, be before dinner time, I'm sure. So,
all righty, sounds good.
Looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather's good. Sounds like it will be. So.
We're looking forward to it.
Okay, somebody said it. Shut up, JR. So JR shutting up. I'm gonna go rest now. And you guys hang in there for a second. The rest of you, no show next Wednesday unless we got good cell service down there. Then we'll come on and talk with a couple people here and there if we can. So otherwise, we'll see you the following Wednesday. I'm not ready to go yet. See?
I was gonna say he's still got to find all the end buttons and stuff like that.
See ya.